Hello, this is Putt and welcome to my little tutorial. It says how to defend against 6-pool as protoss. For those of you who don't know what a 6-pool is, essentially it is when the Zerg does not build any drones, he just tells them to mine, and then when he has 200 minerals, puts down a spawning pool, and as soon as that spawning pool is done, he uses the 3 larvae that are alive to build Zerglings. Now, I'll just go ahead and play this game. This is myself defending against 6-pool from an OK player. This is just platinum level. One thing that I think is crucial against a Zerg on a 2-person map is to 10 gates. So what that means is when your supply is 10 out of 10, you build your first pylon, followed by your gate, then you start building probes and chrono boost them out of your nexus. Now it's crucial that you somewhat block off your ramp with your pylon and your gateway, because that's going to be really crucial in getting rid of those Zerglings and blocking them from getting into your base. So as we can see from this player, he's done exactly what I said. He puts down his 6th drone as in the spawning pool, makes a drone to come up to bring a supply back to 6, and he's going to be making some Zerglings there. So I've placed my 10th pylon right here on my ramp, and then I'll probably place my gateway right about here, so it leaves just a tiny little space for to block off. Meanwhile, scouting is absolutely important. You need to know this is coming in order to defend it. So I always send, as soon as you make that first pylon, send out that probe and scout it out. So as you can see, I come into his base and I see, oh, what's going on here? He's got a few drones, and oh, there's the pool. Okay, and those are Zerglings. So you know, dancing with my probe here. So now at this point, I'm just going to be pumping out probes and hoping that I can delay him enough to get one zealot out. And what I like to do with this probe is put him in a position where you can see the Zerglings coming. So I think I chose this Zelnaga watchtower. Yes, I did that. And I'm just continually pumping out probes. As you can see, I got a little nervous, and I didn't build any at this point. So I saw this go down, corner boost the crap out of it to build that zealot. So I believe I saw those Zerglings coming, and now I'm moving my probe. So I'm going to bring a bunch of probes and block them off, because the probes can do a decent amount of damage against these Zerglings, and just wait for my zealot to get out. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just going to pause it right here. The probes are an interesting unit because they somehow are able to be pushed out of the way by other units. And if this player wanted to, he could probably get 1, 2, 3 Zerglings into my mineral line, and I would have been screwed here because it didn't wall off good enough. But in this case, he doesn't, and he just lets me beat him up. Now right here is very important. The zealot is able to take on, I think, 3 Zerglings at a time. But it's very important that you use these probes to help him out, or else he's going to die. And that zealot is basically your lifeline. And it's really good to kind of bunch your probes around your zealot so that they can kind of absorb some of the damage and prevent additional Zerglings from hitting him. And as you can see, those Zerglings drop pretty easily, and I've lost absolutely nothing. So right now, I'm in a very good spot. And look at him, he tries to send two more Zerglings to my base. Doesn't micro them well, and they both end up dying. So now I'm in a pretty good position. He's screwed. He's got like 6 guys mining. My economy is doing pretty great. Let's check that out. Production. No, I believe the tab is income. Yeah, so I'm doing quite a bit better than Mr. Zerg here. And here we go. This is where I like to block off my ramp with 2 zealots, because no more Zerglings can get in here, and these zealots can defend against pretty much anything. At this point, I put down a 2nd gateway because, hey, this game is going to be over really fast. If I can just capitalize on his broken economy, I can win this. And I managed to let 2 Zerglings by. It's important that you hold position them right about here, or else this happens. But luckily, it's only 2, and my probes can pretty much take care of that. So I'll speed it up now so this doesn't get too boring. So at this point, the Zerg player is going to say, okay, he's massing, he sees it with the Overlord, he's massing Zealots, so he's going to try and go Roaches. But the problem is that his economy is broken so bad, he's not going to get enough Roaches out fast enough. So at this point, you're just going to mass Zealots and hopefully take the game. I like to leave 2 zealots here, because sometimes players like to, you know, hide a bunch of zerglings here, so when they see your zealots run past, they'll sneak them in your base and mess up your economy. So leaving 2 zealots here is a great way to ensure that you're not going to get backdoored any more than, or I guess, yeah, you shouldn't have gotten backdoored at all. So meanwhile, my economy's going great. I'm pumping out zealots. This is pretty much a win in my books. He's got a few zerglings. He's trying to pump out some roaches, but his economy is hurting. He's got absolutely nothing. And zealots can just walk over zerglings. To eat up that roach, and then go for the queen. Queen's good to go for, because then he can't. His economy is screwed. Drones are dead, and that's pretty much GG. Thanks for watching. Here's another example I wanted to show you. On some maps, in some cases, the ramp is actually quite large. This is the 3v3 I'm playing with a few of my friends. As we speed up the game here, one of my teammates scouts the Zerg player, and he is, as you can see, doing an 6 pool all in. So there's 6 Zerglings on the way. A great way to defend against this is to simply bring out your probes and build 2 pylons. That way, there's no possible way for him to get through with his Zerglings, and you can cancel one of these right before it finishes as your Zealot comes out to deal with this threat, because you don't want to lose 100 minerals for no reason, right? So I cancel that, bring down my probes. I should have had my Zealot in there first, but that's fine. And it looks like I lose all those probes, so I'll bring an extra few in here for some support. And that all-in strategy is successfully diffused.